Okay, so here we go again. I'm had a few requests for people at IM me to want just to know what type of filtration and stuff I was using on my 150. Like I said, it's been up for quite a few years now. I think it's just over 6 years to be exact, but I'm just going to kind of walk around to show what I'll have on there. Inside, I have the that one's actually got a broken edge on it, but I have the Tunzi system, one on each side. I'm going to fan out here and show the other side. And that's really, well, then I have the one in the back, and that's really all I keep for pumps and filtration. That's actually kind of a bad close-up. You'll notice lots of snails. I try to keep a couple hundred snails in there. I haven't touched the glass on this tank in over a month, so if that lets you know what the snails do. Up top, not the best picture, but it's a Hamilton unit. I have let's see, I guess the two 250 metal halides, which I keep them on about 5 hours a day, and then I have the 60-inch actinics in there as well. Over here you can see just a pinpoint pH, and then a 7094 Tunzi controller, and then down here is just my not the neatest power panel, but that's what I got. Then both of the Tunzis are held on with the 6200, the big magnets. You can see up here there's a fan on the end of the Hamilton. I disconnected those, they were just too noisy. As far as down below, I'm using a I guess it's Ecosystem sump with the Miracle Mud in there. That hose you see there actually comes off my Fosband reactor. Over here, that's the controller for the chiller. That's the ETS skimmer, and you can see actually I just cleaned it not even probably a couple hours ago, and it's already skimming up a storm. It's an incredible skimmer. Once you get it dialed in, the thing really works well. The only thing I wish I could run that external. I just don't have the room. So as you can see, I run it in the sump, and it takes up half of the return area. I just have a simple return, one-sided return with a sock on it that I try to clean out. Off to the side, you can see the overflow for the skimmer. In here, I actually have one PC light on the refugium, and I was having a lot of trouble with the refugium at first. I was getting a lot of red slime, and actually when I added all the snails, they really cleaned up the inside well. I removed most of the bile balls. I still got a few in there, but you can see snails on the glass in there, as well as there's even some snails there on the return side. Coming out over here on the other side, not a whole lot going on. It's just a simple Fosband reactor, and then just a return, and there's the Mag 12 return. And then you can see I have an auto top off, which is again the Tunzi, and then that's it's a 3rd horsepower chiller. I'm not even sure what the brand is. All I know is it keeps my tank at a roughly right at 78 degrees. You can look on here and see. I mean, it stays pretty much right at 78, and there's the actual temperature down there. 78.2. So it stays pretty clean. As far as, have a look at the tank. Sorry for the shakiness. Over here, you can see all the ballast. I wish I had it a little bit neater. I can clean it up when I like. There's my my reservoir for my auto top off, as well as the control unit. And I don't do a ton of maintenance. I do basically every 2 or 3 weeks. I change out probably 20 gallons. Not probably, that's exactly what I do, is 20 gallons. I keep the salt, the mix, right at 24, 23, where typically, I guess, for most people keep them. That's really about it. Keep it pretty simple. I don't do, as far as additives, I do C balance A and B. I do 4 capfuls a day, and that seems to get some pretty decent color. The only corals that I trim back are that green star polyp. I'll cut pieces of that off and give it away once in a while. I try to move the rocks so they don't touch it, so it doesn't spread to everything. And then same thing with the I guess that's that gorgonia in there. You can see it hadn't opened up yet today, but it's starting to open up. I've only had the lights on for a little bit, but I try to keep rocks off that as well, because otherwise it just starts spreading like crazy, and I end up with it all over the tank. You can see on some of these, like this that's pretty good polyp rock right there. It's I try to keep it elevated as well, so they don't touch everything and everything spreads all over the tank. I already have a little bit of a problem with mushrooms. A lot of times I'll just pop those off the rock if they're on there, or I just don't want them. You can see there the purple ones are kind of taking over that little corner. I try to keep the rocks isolated so everything doesn't move into overgrow on each other. So anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching.